Welcome to another TA Outdoors midweek vlog, and we are on a boat. We're on a boat. We're on a small ferry, and well, we're coming to check out an area for some fishing, really, aren't we? A new fishing spot.
Yeah. Have a look at it. I mean, it's all water. It's in a huge area. Well, it's called Poole Bay, is it?
Poole Bay, yeah. We're down in the south of England, and we're having a little father-son beach day out. We're trying to scout the area for some fishing spots for the summer, really, aren't we? Summer months.
We're on this ferry to cut out a big drive, a huge drive around this bay, apparently. So he tells me to get rid of a load of money. It's all here. Like, get rid of all this money, Dad.
Yeah.
And it'll be better than driving all the way around there. But being Dad's, I'm trying to work out the petrol around there or the ferry, which is best.
Yeah. No, the ferry's better. Well, we've got a bit of bushcraft here, guys, because we've stumbled upon some wild garlic, and we actually found this via our nose to begin with, didn't we? Because you can smell it, it's so pungent in the air. This is the perfect time, really, for garlic. It's coming up springtime, it's starting to flower, it's very easily identifiable. It can be mistaken for things like lords and ladies and other poisonous plants, but obviously...
Hope you're right.
No, the thing with garlic is you can smell it straight away,
yeah.
But really you're looking for the small shoots. So things like these big leaves here, yes, they will give flavour, but the best flavour is where all the energy of the plant is going into the small shoot. So really something like this, the fresh new shoots, that one there in particular, right next to that stinging nettle which just got me, that is much more pungent. Can you smell that, Dad? Much more pungent than the bigger leaves would be.
Yeah, yeah.
Being on the coast, this would be ideal with like a sea bass, really.
Bass,
so
I'd say, yeah.
Bass would be
if you're
great.
cooking.
Bass is what we tend to get on the shore here. Obviously there's very strict and stringent laws now about bass fishing in the UK. Bit of a shame, but they are great eating fish, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you cook them simply, you know, bit of lemon, bit of garlic, and also you can use wild carrot seed, which also has a really sort of citrusy taste. Haven't seen any yet, it's probably the wrong time of year at the moment. But yeah, we've just found this, a bit of a bushcrafty
I didn't bring a fishing rod, so we haven't got the bass to go with it. But trust me, getting the basses to harbour it, going around collecting this is much easier.
As with anything that you're harvesting, you need to check local bylaws and everything here in the UK. And also don't harvest the whole plant, because that plant will generally never grow back. Just harvest a few little leaves, move on to the next one. Another sign of spring, obviously the buds on the trees now, these are all starting to come out. I'm actually not too sure what species of tree this is.
All shooting though.
But there's some clematis here, which is a vine. If I pull this through a bit, this is unbelievable here for primitive firelighting, making a spindle, weaving baskets. Clematis grows everywhere, loads of places around the south of the UK, certainly in ancient woodlands and things like that. Very easily to identify by its vine-like structure, and I think in the summertime and springtime, sorry, it can flower into nice little white flowers. We're now down at the beach side, at the beachfront. There's some guys doing some kite surfing.
Outdoorsy, outdoorsy.
The wind has really picked up. Dad's going to still scout out some fishing areas, but while Dad's doing that, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and getting on the Flex-Eboard. how not to ride a Flex-Eboard. This thing goes 10 miles, 22 miles an hour. It is unreal, honestly it is unreal. It's got regenerative brakes, so that when you brake it, the brakes regenerate a bit of power for the battery. It's awesome.
Because one of the benefits of having a lovely beach like this, Mike can clear off on that promenade with his board ripping up and down. I can rip up and down this beach looking for good fishing spots. There's sand here, there's a nice surf coming in. There's a good chance, I feel, and I've never fished here before, there might be bass, there could be a chance of small school bass, and also I definitely think there's going to be some flounders here. That's a flatfish, guys. Fish worm baits. If you want to catch bass, try for sand eel. Do you know what? It's one of those places. Not only do I feel a fish coming, but I also feel some ice cream. Here comes the bald police. Well, he's going to get Mike, he won't get me, that's for sure. I haven't even got a fishing rod with me.
That is the policia.
The gendarmes of the beach.
The gendarmes.
You know what's up there, guys? We're with a camera here. He's up there with an infrared thermal imaging
looking at us.
Automatic penalty camera that's going to get home and we'll have a bill for it.
Ah. Alright, chill out, Jax. Chill, man. Ow. Nuts, not a dog, that's really dark. It's really not very light. Hopefully you guys can see that anyway. Ah, Jax. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to film, man. Trying to film. Can you give me 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Thank you. Right. 5 minutes. Jax, Jesus, leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, no, not the tassels. I've actually had that trip with Dad edited for a while now. I just wanted to add a bit onto the end. Just kind of like a channel update and things, and just to update you guys on a few bits. I've recently just got back from Portugal, 2 days ago now, with my wife Emmy. Jax didn't come with me, he stayed with Dad. But yeah, Portugal was amazing. I was there for about 5 days. It was 28 degrees on on 2 days, 28 degrees. The rest of the days were about 25 degrees. Unbelievable sun, I got a bit of a tan. It was awesome. What a country Portugal is, seriously. What you doing? Yeah, what a country. Really love Portugal. Amazing food. I've been there a few times. I stayed down in the Algarve in Lagos. Lovely country, lovely food. Fruit trees everywhere. We saw like orange, pretty much mostly orange trees. Loads of, they call them wild trees out there. They've got so many wild trees. Orange trees, almond trees, lemon trees I saw, olive trees, the carob tree. I mean, there was so many cool trees and wild plants out there. Loads of wild edibles. We actually went up to the mountains and saw some wild thyme and wild rosemary. Just amazing. I mean, there's so much fresh fruit and just herbs and everything out there, just growing everywhere on the roadsides, even in the city itself, just on the roadside. It's unbelievable. We had a great time. I needed to get away from YouTube for a bit. I had videos edited anyway, but I just needed a break and just to go on holiday with Emmy and spend some time with her, because I've been so consumed by YouTube lately. Those of you that are on YouTube will know it does take up a lot of time. Look at him. I mean, what is he doing? What are you doing? You pick your legs up. He's left them behind, look. Anyway, I have a trusty list here, which is not for you. Trusty list here of things I just want to talk to you about. So that was Portugal. One really cool fact about Portugal, by the way, I didn't know this. So what you're going to see on the screen right now is a picture of the cork tree. So cork is in that you get in wine bottles and things like that. Did you know, didn't know this, Portugal is responsible basically for 50% of the world's cork. And I think another 25% is Spain, and I want to say the other 25 is Italy or somewhere like that. But 50% of the world's cork comes from Portugal. And a cork that you get in your wine bottle, I was told this by the guide that we went on a tour with, is actually, I think he said 60 to 70 years old. 60 to 70 years, and people are just throwing these corks away. I don't personally, I like to keep them and just repurpose them for things, fishing floats, basic floats and things like that. But no, don't chew that. I never knew that, and that's why they're actually going more towards the screw-top wine bottles now, because people are disposing of the cork, of such expensive, good quality cork, they're just throwing it away. That's what they're resorting to now. They're resorting to the screw caps, which is a shame, because if people knew more about that sort of thing, which I never did, if people were educated about it, I'm sure they wouldn't throw their wine corks away. So that's really interesting. What else did I see? There was obviously loads of wild plants. You'll see a few pictures on your screen now. We went to a waterfall. We did a Jeep safari. Did a really cool Jeep safari in an old Nissan, believe it or not. I've got a Nissan MP300 Techno model, which I love. That's my truck. And I can't remember what Nissan we were in now, but it was so old. It was an absolute rust bucket, but it had done nearly 400,000 miles, and that gave me a bit of relief knowing that I've purchased a good, reliable vehicle, hopefully. So yeah, that was really cool. Loved Portugal. Sadly, there was no fishing. Normally I go fishing, but I just needed to switch off, guys, if I'm honest. I needed to switch off from YouTube and everything and not film. I did do Instagram stories. If you're on Instagram, follow me, TA Outdoor Official. I was updating. I was basically filming on my phone and doing the updates on Instagram. So those of you that follow me on Instagram would have seen all the behind the scenes stuff. So if you're not following me on Instagram, head on over there and you'll get to see a bit more behind the scenes things. The day out with Dad, that was a really good day out with Dad. We just went to the beach to make the most of the weather and scout out some areas for some fishing over in the summer. The south coast can be really good beach fishing in the summer, so we're just scouting places for catch and cooks and things like that. But you probably saw me in this. If I can get it out, the Flex-Eboard from Slick Revolutions with some fat off-roady wheels on it, which are really cool. Why skating, Mike? Why at your age are you on a skateboard ripping around? I can imagine some of you going, man, look how sad this guy is. Well, guys, I grew up in the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 1990. And skating was the thing back then. That's what we did as kids. We were out in the woods all the time, obviously, as well. I did a lot of sports. Rugby, football, or soccer to you guys over the pond. Hockey, field hockey, athletics, swimming, cross country, basketball. I did most sports, pretty much most sports. I was very sport mad, and skating was kind of part of that. That's what we did with our mates. We just hung around skate parks, just around each other's houses, just a lot of skating. Mountain biking, that's another thing we did a lot of. So for me, these vlogs are kind of a chance for you. It's twofold really. A chance for you guys to see a different part of me. That's not just always bushcraft and camping, because I do other stuff other than that. But it's also a chance for me to do different things rather than the same old thing and becoming repetitive and doing the same old bushcraft camping all the time. So it's a chance to, you know, just make the content on the channel a little bit more varied, because I don't want to be stuck to the same thing all the time. So that's the explanation of why I was zipping around on an electric skateboard. Why electric? Well, it's just something a little bit different. I still have normal skateboards, obviously, but it's just a bit of fun. I know Casey Neistat and stuff, he rips around on one, but I don't live in New York, so I don't have access to that. But what that's quite unique is it's got the rough stuff wheels, which are more for the UK tarmac, because the UK guys will back me up here. Our tarmac is not the best. It really is pretty bad. So we need the off-roady tyres. But there'll be more, that will feature in more vlogs. And I'll be going off-roading more down woodland trails and things like that, and possibly camping from it, so keep an eye out for that. The other thing is patches. This is the TA Outdoors patch. Hopefully that's focused. This will be coming soon. Working on the website at the moment, guys. Stickers and things like that as well. Clothing, I'm in talks with my friend who did the merchandise for me for TA Fishing. I'm in talks with him about doing some TA Outdoor merchandise as well. That'll be coming your way. So everything's been done behind the scenes. So keep an eye out for that, guys. That will be coming soon. I will update you on here. And more often, the updates will come on my Instagram as well. Do you like it, Jax? It's not a toy. It's not a toy. Ah, popped in the mouth. In the mouth. Oh, right in the mouth. That's nasty. Always goes for the mouth. Why'd you go for the mouth? Oh, the other thing is, I'm nearly at the end of the list. Don't worry, I'm nearly at the end of the list. Shed Sunday. Who remembers Shed Sunday? My shed is out there, 6x4 foot shed. You might be able to see it at the end of the garden. Just there. That's my shed. I used to do a series, I think it was about 7, 8 months ago now, called Shed Sunday. And what that used to be about was, obviously on Sundays, it was like a tips and tutorials video that generally was much shorter than the weekly videos, the long camping overnighters and things like that. But it was more tutorials and tips. I'm thinking of bringing back Shed Sunday. I stopped it because it got a little bit too much trying to do it every Sunday, and I was focusing on the bigger videos at the time. But I am thinking of bringing Shed Sunday back. For those that haven't seen or watched Shed Sunday, I'll pop a link in one of the corners of the screen now, you'll see it. You can go to watch maybe episode 1, I think I did 3 or 4 episodes, and I'll pop a link in the video description below for those that want to watch Shed Sunday and see what it's all about. But here's a little quick preview of what the intro was. So kind of quirky intro. It was a really sort of informal video. Tried to get some tips across to you. I am thinking of bringing it back, so let me know your thoughts, guys, if you would be interested. If you haven't watched episode 1, go and watch it and then come back to this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments of whether you would like Shed Sundays to be back. Can't promise they will be every Sunday because life gets busy and there's other things that come up, but I'll try and do them as much as they can, and what they will be is more tutorial tips, beginners tips, and just general plant IDs, tree IDs, just things like that that I don't usually put in the bigger videos, because the bigger videos are more kind of entertainment purposes. They're me documenting my experiences out in the woods or out by the coast camping. They're more of a documentary of my experiences. That's what the big videos are. But I try to put some tips in there, but I don't tend to put as many as I can. So yeah, that's what Shed Sunday will be. It will be more tutorials, tips, more informative basically. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because I'm quite keen to bring it back. I really enjoyed doing it, and even if I learn new things and learn new skills, maybe I can pass that on to you guys via a Shed Sunday episode. Some of them won't always be tutorials and tips. Some of them might just be just a general vlog or just general update, talking about what's happening with the channel and what's happening at home and things like that. He's found his bone. We're nearly there, guys. We are almost there. Alex Steel. Do you guys remember the Alex Steel knife collab where I forged this lignum steeler, I called it myself? Who remembers that episode where I was with Alec the blacksmith? He's got an awesome channel, Alex Steel. And yeah, we made this from 012 tool steel. We put a bit of a Scandi grind on it, but it turned more into a saber grind because the grinding was quite hard. We had the lignum vitae wood scales there, which is so unique. They've darkened up lovely now. Yeah, I'm going to be using this a lot more as well. Anyway, with regards to the knife collab that I built and the flint striker, I'm following that up and going back with Alec really soon, maybe in the next week or so, or couple of weeks, and going to be building my own custom-made hatchet with Alec, so keep an eye out for that. I cannot wait, I'm so excited. One of the things I wanted to do this year was to learn blacksmithing and be able to forge my own tools. Alec was obviously the guy to go to. He's got an epic channel. Go and check it out, Alex Steel. He's really, really good, very talented, and just a fun, enthusiastic guy. Can't wait to get back to his workshop, which, by the way, is like every man's dream, his workshop. So yeah, we're going back with Alec, and we're going to forge a custom hatchet. Only a hatchet. Why a hatchet and not an axe? Probably because more of the stuff I do here in the UK is I don't necessarily need an axe. I don't need to be felling trees. Wintertime I find is better to use an axe for here in the UK, because you need obviously that firewood. You need the fire to last through the night, so you'll need to chop up generally denser, thicker hardwoods and more of it. So an axe is a bit more suited to that really. But hatchet wise for me, I've been getting by with a small hatchet for, well, years now, and it does the job. So I had a chat with Alec and we decided that we're going to do a hatchet. So keep an eye out for that video, guys. I'm dead excited about it. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit of a crash bang wallop of a vlog. There was all sorts in it, from the wild garlic to clematis to e-board skating to mad days out with Dad. I'm also going to feature Emmy, my wife, a bit more in the videos, because she used to feature in them a couple of, well, last year maybe. I featured her in a couple, but she will be coming up in a few videos soon as well. The Bushcraft show, if you guys are going to the Bushcraft show this year up in Derbyshire, I think it's on the 26th to 28th of May, basically the second bank holiday in May. I'm going to be going there this year, going to be doing a vlog, filming, taking Jax with me, taking my wife Emmy with me. Be great to meet you guys. If you haven't got tickets already, you can get 15% off your tickets using my code TAOutdoors15. They're very kind. They've offered me this discount code for you guys. Be awesome to see you. I'm really looking forward to meeting some of you and just chatting about anything really. Bushcraft, camping, fishing, life in general. Just be great to meet some of my subscribers. It's a really good opportunity for me to meet some like-minded people. So let me know, guys, if you would be interested in the Bushcraft show. I'll pop a link to the Bushcraft show website in the description below. Upcoming videos, I'm a little bit behind at the moment on videos because obviously I have Portugal and the bank holiday. Back at the Bushcraft camp, well, today probably, I'll go a bit later today, and the next few days will be at the Bushcraft camp. Then there's the Alex Steele collab coming up. If you want to be seeing more behind the scenes stuff of that, go on to my Instagram, TA Outdoor Official. And yeah, just the website's obviously coming along. We've got stuff in the pipeline. G-Stove, by the way, thanks for everyone who used the G-Stove discount code. If you haven't already, more information in the video description below about that. And fishing. The weather is so bad right now outside. It doesn't look it. It's been, look at the window. It's been raining all day for the last week. Well, not for me because I've been in Portugal, but it's been raining solid, and it's forecasted to rain solid for the next week. I've gone from 28 degrees to 8 degrees, literally from one plane flight. It's ridiculous. Good old England, Ajax. A few guys have asked what sort of channels do I watch and stuff other than Bushcraft. I don't watch loads of Bushcraft channels actually. Jax, please. Thank you. I don't watch loads of Bushcraft channels. I like watching a lot of fishing channels. I watch a lot of fishing generally on YouTube. That's sort of what I follow, most of the fishing channels. But I also follow a few off-roading channels, a few gun channels. It's annoying, I don't know, I'll tell you guys a bit more detail in a Shed Sunday episode or something like that, but YouTube are really, really clamping down on shooting videos now. Really clamping down. I think they're going to eliminate it altogether, to be honest, guys. So I'm holding well back on those because it's going to damage my channel in the long run. And it's such a shame because, yes, they are dictating what we do. But at the end of the day, it is a career for me. So I have to be very careful about what I do. If I was doing this just on the part-time or you know, just where I wasn't doing it full-time and it wasn't my lifestyle, I would do more shooting videos. But the way they're clamping down on it now, they've introduced new policies. It's hard to go into detail, but there's new policies. You could look it all up, and they're clamping down on guns, guys, big time. So they will delete channels. They're starting to delete channels, and this is my livelihood, so I can't really afford for that to happen. But yeah, I follow those. I follow the off-roading guys. There's a really cool. I've been watching him for over a year now. Camping channel. Overlanding. He's got a truck as well. I like my trucks. I follow some truck channels. He's got overlanding channel. He's called Primal Outdoors, but he's also he does landscape photography, and that interests me as well. Jax, thank you. Stop squeaking for a minute. He does landscape photography as well, and I'm interested in that because that's, you know, I love the videography. That's what I take pride in. You know, things like the intro shots of this video, I really do take pride in those shots. For me, almost as well as getting a good bushcraft or camping video, it's almost more reward for me getting a really good quality episode, because anyone can pick up a camera and point and press record, but getting the angles and getting the drone shots and things like that, that's much harder to do. Editing with music is even harder. That's a whole Jax, thank you, that's a whole different ball game. So for me, I really enjoy his channel, Primal Outdoors, because he takes pride in his videography, and his photos that he does are really, really good. And it's just overlanding. I'm really interested in that sort of thing at the moment. I'm hopefully getting a rooftop tent for the truck and doing some overlanding videos where I can take Jax with me. We could just camp out the rooftop tent. So hopefully that will happen soon as well. And yeah, doing up the truck, I'm still working on that. I'm just saving a bit of money at the moment. I have my wedding in October, and that set me back, obviously, some money. So I'm just trying to save some money at the moment and try and save up to do some mods to the truck. But yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it, buddy? Do you want your bone now? Are you going to stop interrupting the video? So thanks so much to everyone who subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your views, comments, and just general kind feedback that you've given me. I really appreciate it. This year has been incredible so far, and it's only, well, April now. So I'm just eternally grateful to you guys for all the support. Be sure to watch Dad's channel and subscribe to his channel as well, TA Fishing, for weekly fishing videos. Got more collaborations with Dad planned. And yeah, thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you soon in the next video.